Okay. It is the 18th still. We're going to label these. Okay, so let's say that I actually did the crazy study that I proposed, and over the summer I hire a bunch of teenagers to come out, sedate rabbits, measure them, carefully, painstakingly measure their ears, chip them, tag them, and graph the data. And let's say that my hunch is right, and all those stubby juniors I've been seeing, once I have hard numbers, it shows that in fact, yeah, there are more short-eared bunnies in my neighborhood, which I could have told you. Let me ask you this. What will happen in another 10 years? Do you think that the graph is going to still look like this? Or do you think it's going to start to stabilize? Do you think it's going to stabilize at normal? So what we tend to see in traits, you know, if we label this, and maybe this is, well, let's see, 20 centimeters, maybe this is 10 centimeters, maybe this is 2 centimeters, and this is 18 centimeters. Now, I've never seen a wild rabbit with 18 centimeter ears. I have a 20 centimeter hand span. Those would be crazy ears. They would lose a lot of heat. So, let me fix that. If we have those same, and I'm not saying that Stubby has that tiny an ear. It's probably her ears are probably 3 centimeters. They're little. I mean, these are little ears. I need to get a picture of her or one of her offspring. If in 2017 we have this distribution, and maybe I'm even exaggerating that curve, maybe there are no rabbits up at that end of the curve now. What do you think that curve is going to look like in another 4 years? Remember, rabbits breed fast. These distribution curves in rabbits can change really fast. Did you know that a female rabbit has, oh gosh, I used to know all this because I've raised rabbits in 4-H. I think it's a 32-day gestation cycle. That's how long they're pregnant. They can get pregnant again 2 weeks after their litter of kits is born, and they often do in the wild. And a female baby rabbit is ready to conceive, I think, at 10 weeks. So one rabbit having a litter of 8 kits can grow exponentially, just like bacteria do. They can, repopulate the entire earth and cover it with rabbits in a very short amount of time. So their reproductive cycles are fast. So what do you think this distribution is going to look like in another 4 years, which might be a couple hundred rabbit generations or a couple thousand rabbit generations? Here's what I want you to do. Talk it over at your table. Make a prediction. Actually, I'm going to make those even smaller. Gave you a couple options. We'll label them A, B, and C. What do you think is going to happen to the distribution of ear length in rabbits in my neighborhood in another 4 years? Who would say A? They're actually getting now, this is assuming that there are no changes in the environment. Nobody introduces a pack of coyotes. We don't suddenly have weather like Tucson, Arizona, where it's 117 degrees every day all summer. We don't suddenly have a period of winter where it's 20 below for 3 months at a time. Everything stays pretty much as it's been for the last 4 years, no major shifts. You think A, their ear length, average ear length will actually go up? I doubt it. Do you think B, average ear, will still have a skewed distribution? It might be even lower. Or do you think C, it'll normalize with a lower average? C is probably your best bet. C is your best bet. It's unlikely that we're going to maintain that skewed distribution permanently. if those, 2 and 3 centimeter rabbits are doing well, they will probably soon make up the majority. Will we then have some rabbits who genetically really hit the short end of the stick, and maybe we have rabbits that have almost human-looking ears that are nearly flat against their head? Wouldn't they be bizarre? How would you even know they were rabbits? What is a rabbit without its ears? And we might get a few rabbits that sort of hit the genetic jackpot and end up with 6 or 8 centimeter ears. A few, but not many. Those would be like your 7-foot 2-inch humans. And, over time, you can have shifts. You can have bimodal distributions. You can have skewed distributions. But if the environment doesn't change, you tend to end up back at some normal. The new normal, the mode is now at a lower value. That's evolution. That is evolution. We'll talk more about isolation. If we isolated the rabbits in my neighborhood and rabbits don't take long because, like I said, they breed like bunnies. If we isolated them for 10 years, they might be sufficiently different from other rabbits that maybe they couldn't even interbreed. My God, if they had ears that were flat against their head, would other rabbits recognize them as rabbits to breed with? I don't know what you are, but you are clearly not my species. No, thank you. Sasquabunny? Sasquatch? So, okay, we're going to leave it there. What I would like you to do is pull out that vocab packet. You've got some part C's that I think you can mop up quite handily after our conversation today. Yes? Yes.